Okay, I got a little creek crossing here. It's a wet crossing, so I'm fording. I already got my shoes. I put my boots already over on the other side, so this is a little deeper than it looks. It's just below knee deep. The biggest issue with doing this is just that the rocks are slippery, so you've got to watch your footing. I've got my Tevas on, but okay, here we go. So I'm in the middle of a sustained climb, and I got more to go. It's a pretty good climb this last ways in here. I think I'm probably about a quarter to a half mile from the lake. The lake's actually right above me, probably a quarter of a mile. But I think the trail kind of goes up there and then it kind of turns. So we'll see. This is actually an old road, so. Well, good morning. It's, what is it, Friday, July 2nd. I'm in the Beaverhead Range. The lake, I'm going to call it, for now, I'm going to call it Shoulder Lake. There's about a 3-mile drive up a rough road, high clearance road, and then there's then it's a little over 3 miles hiking into the lake. It involves a stream crossing, and the last from the stream on up to the lake, there's a lot of good climbs. It's a good pull in here. So this lake, I don't know, I may be the only one here. There's 3 other cars down at the trailhead, but there's the trails fork and they go to 3 different places, so I don't know what to think about this lake. This lake is stocked with west slopes. It has 5-year-olds in it. It also has some natural reproduction. So I'm not sure. Look at that. It's kind of pretty. I'm not real sure what to make, what the fishing's going to be like in here. Interestingly enough, I don't know if you can see them, but see if I can. So we have I don't know if you can see that, but that is a calabatus dun, and I've spotted, I've had several of them in here on me, in addition to the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are freaking vicious. So I've spotted some duns in here already, some calabatus duns, and it could be good, it could be bad. It really depends on how long this is going on, how long this hatch has been going on. If it's been going on for several days, the fishing might be poor. These fish might be all stuffed and just wanting to sit on the bottom. Pretty lake though. I don't know if there's anybody here, so I'm going to walk it, explore a little bit. I got my waders with me. It looks like there's some extensive shallows, so that might be something. I don't see any fish rising, which may not be a good thing. Anyway, more to come. All right. Well, I've scouted the lake. There's room for a little bit of hope. What I'm seeing is I am seeing a few rises. There was one over on the far side of the lake, and I've seen two or three right over in here. So I'm not sure if we've got, you know, stuffed fish, or if you know, the other thing is it's probably the numbers of fish in here are probably lower than where I was at last week in the West Pioneers. So and the other thing too is kind of the same thing kind of happened there. When I first got there, I didn't see anything rising, and yeah, about 11 o'clock it started. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. I may have spotted a fish, I don't know. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. I have my waders with me, so you know, there's a lot of things I could do. I could wade this flat out here and fish this. This is some good looking water. It's the windward side of the lake for now, so that might be worthwhile. I'm gonna scout for a few minutes more and see what we see. You know, I certainly like this end of the lake, but the fish don't. Well, it's 12:30. I'm in the Beaverhead Range at Shoulder Lake, and the fishing is terrible. Gonna have a little bit of lunch, but the fishing is terrible. So what's happened here is I've kind of have the exact same setup as I had last Saturday. There is a full-blown calabatus hatch here. Have a dun on me here. I had several duns on me out in the water. There's duns all over the water. But you don't see any fish rising. I think I've seen maybe one or two in 2 hours, but that's it. No fish rising. So, you know, when I look at the shoreline vegetation, I see a lot of duns that have been, a lot of these calabatus duns that have been, you know, they're in spider webs and stuff like that. So the lack of fish activity with all this, normally, you know, if you have a full-blown hatch like this, these fish should be going crazy just like they did last week across the valley in the West Pioneers, but they're not. So it means one of two things. It suggests one of two things. It suggests that either there's very few fish in the lake, or it suggests that this hatch has been going on for several days, and the fish have, you know, gluttoned themselves to the point where they're really not interested. So it's, you know, I don't know, I'm probably 20 miles from the other lake. It's across the valley in the West Pioneers. They're roughly about the same elevation though, probably within 100 feet. So I don't know, you know, but yeah, it looks like it's been going on for several days. Don't know. Yeah, disappointed. I had high hopes for this lake. Maybe it's not a bad lake. It's just, like I said, there's either very few fish present or I hit it wrong. So we'll have a little lunch and mess around for a few hours and then see what happens. Pretty lake though. It is a pretty lake. It's gorgeous. Well, I saw a fish or two working the shoreline, and I got out here and I've got one, and I think I lost him. Nope, I still got him. He's really, wow. He's a nice fish. So I need to tire him out a little bit. He is not this is a big old male, it looks like. He's a nice fish. I'm assuming this is a 5-year-old. He's a nice fish. Oh yeah, big old male. So I guess I'm not gonna get skunked. Question is, I've seen a couple of rises here. Is this all this one fish, or I don't know? He's a nice fish. He's big. Big guy. He's like a slab, and he's I want to tire him out here a little bit, but there he is. It's not like, wow, look at that big old. I've never seen I've seen some fat West Slopes, but this guy takes the cake. He's, wow. All right, let me see if I can get him in here. He doesn't really want to come, but he's a slab. I can't even. Wow. Yeah. Let me hold you. Let me hold. I'm gonna lose him if I'm not careful. This is a big fish. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's big. Wow. All right, bud. All right. Here. Wow. Okay, let's try this real quick. Look at that fish. All right. Okay. All right, I'm going to release him. I'm surprised he hasn't released himself yet. Oh. Okay. right hand mark. There's the big cut. Okay, there's one over here, right out in front of me, that's been rising a bunch. See if we can catch him. After that big old fish, the parachute Adams isn't floating real well. So this fish is rising right out in here. I may have had, I had a miss here. I missed one here a little bit ago. So these fish, when they're cruising like this, they make regular patrol circuits. We'll see what happens here. And one of the things you can do is you can kind of move the fly a little bit real slow to kind of, because I'm competing with a lot of naturals out there. There he is, right out there. So I'm going to throw this guy out there. Ooh. I don't like that at all. So that, dang. So that's a problem. That the Adams didn't float, it sank. So I need to there we go. And we'll put it back out there. Hopefully we didn't spook him. Of course, one of the things I don't like is the wind's dragging it. I really should be in a little bit better position here. It's all right. He's still, apparently we didn't spook him. Gives me, I'm in a little bit better position, I think. I'll probably refloat the fly here with some floating. Well, it's approaching 2:30. I'm headed back to get the pack and make my way out of here. Fishing one notch above terrible. I didn't get skunked, and I caught that one huge fish. That was nice, but 2 misses. I had 2 other strikes that I missed, and that's about it. So I don't know if there's just really very few fish in here, or if they're just all full. I'm just below the lake on the way out, and little meadow here, and the canyon that I'm hiking down into. And another view. Some steep downgrade here. In the distance, you can see them, are the peaks of the West Pioneers and the East Pioneers. I need to get hiking and quit horsing around, but coming down the other side of this canyon, it just doesn't, the video just probably doesn't do it justice. Last time, I promise. And there we get a little bit clearer view of the West Pioneers and the East Pioneers, if you can see them. Okay, I'm on the Continental Divide Trail. I'm at a junction here. This left junction goes up to the Upper Minor Lakes. It's not very far, maybe a couple miles. And then this junction, which is the CDT, this segment, which is the Continental Divide Trail, heads up to the Rock Island Lakes. And then over the top, down to Little Lake, and eventually crosses the Big Swamp Creek Road. So that's the way I'm going. Well, good morning. It's Saturday, July 3rd. I'm in the Beaverhead Range. This is day 2. I'm on the Continental Divide Trail, also Trail 54. It goes up to the Rock Island Lakes. Wow. Running into some, I'm right below the lakes here. Oh boy, this is a mess. Yeah, we got a lot of deadfall here across the trail. This is, we gotta see if we can figure out where the trail, holy cow. Yeah, this is a mess. We've got basically a collage of, wow, a collage of trees that have come down here, and I gotta navigate my way through this. I'll pick this up again in a minute once I get through all this. All right, we'll try this again. Yeah, I'm right below the lakes. Right back there, there's 5 or 6 down trees, and they're big ones, so you can't just hop over them. You gotta go around and climb through other trees, and it's a mess. I don't even know if you can get a horse up here. Anyway, there's some more up ahead, but they look like hopovers. This trail is in bad need of maintenance. This upper section is. So these 2 lakes have, there's 2 of them, upper and lower, Rock Island. They have rainbows and cuts, maybe some hybrids. They're not stocked. They're self-sustaining. I've seen pictures of some nice fish that have come out of the lower one. The upper one may have winter killed. I don't know. If I have some time, I'll go up to the upper one. So I think the lakes are just up ahead, and kind of getting a little tired, but I'm almost there. All right, more to come. So this is Lower Rock Island. For those of you coming in here, the signage down at the trailhead says 3 miles. No. My DeLorme EarthMate GPS puts it at 3.76 miles, and that's about right. It took me almost about 2 hours to get in here. Not quite 2 hours. Real pretty lake. There's an upper lake, and I'm not real sure what the height difference is. I don't think there's much height difference. Let's see if I can show you this. There's a bald eagle sitting in a tree across the lake. Let's see. That's him right there, right in the center of the camera. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's him. That's where it gets its name. There's the Rock Island. I don't see anybody else in here. The trail, about a half a mile or a third of the mile down, is in really, really bad shape. There's probably 10 trees, maybe a dozen across. I don't know that it's even passable by horses anymore. I don't see anybody up here. So this lake, it's fairly shallow. It's not a deep lake. It's, I don't know, less than 20 feet. I saw one fish rising way over there. So I don't know. It looks, in spite, you know, there's a lot of shallow areas, but it looks ideal for wading. There's one that rose right out there, right there. So I got my waders with me, and there's some shoal areas right over here that'll be good wading, that I can get out and get some casting room, and it looks like this shore would be really, really, really good wading. So, yeah, we'll see. Pretty lake. It's real pretty up here. Since I don't see, you know, any calabatus like I have at the last 2 lakes, I think I'll probably try the ant. That's him flying. I don't know if you can see him or not. he just made a pass and he's right up in there somewhere. Well, this is my first fish. I've been in the water 15-20 minutes or so. Little guy. Looks like a little hybrid. About 10 inches or so. 10 or 11. He's fat. There he goes. Well, this is my third one. I've been fishing, I don't know, hour and a half. This looks like this might be a west slope. They're all about this size, maybe a little bit bigger. This is about 9 inches. But, I came over here to the other side of the lake just because I thought it might be getting less hammered. There we go. So there are Callibatus duns around. I think they're Callibatus duns. There's a lot of them too. Again, haven't seen the fish really keying in on them. A few fish that are opportunistically rising, but that's really about it. Yeah, I got done. Holy cow, I got duns all over my arm. Wow. Holy Toledo. Amazing. Look at them. Wow. And there's fish that I missed. So there's 2 fishes out here. Let's see if we can. Look at all the duns. Crazy. So it's about 12:30. I'm eating some lunch. There's a few people here fishing. I've caught 3, missed a few others. What I've caught are pan-sized fish, 9 to 11 inches. I moved over here to the other side of the lake. I thought it was less hammered, and it looks like there's some long flats out here that aren't real deep that I'm hooking fish and getting strikes. So I'll try more of that. Callibatus all over the place. Fish aren't really keying in on them, but I will probably put a parachute Adams on. I don't know. I thought about going to the upper lake. I don't know. I think it sits up there, and looks like there's a little bit of a climb involved, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel. There's another dun. Got another one on me there too. One on the tortilla. Okay, got kind of a little photo opportunity there, if this thing will just stay focused. See if I can get it. There we go, a little bit better focus. So what we got is on the right we've got the parachute atoms, and on the left we've got a couple of the real calabatus duns. Well, there's another little guy. It's after lunch. He jumps like a rainbow. Nice little rainbow, about 9 inches long. It's a little guy. This one looks like a nicer one. Yeah, he's all right. He's a nice fish. Oh, he's pretty much, he looks a lot like a West Slope. He's about 13. And he don't want to be held. Come on, bud. Let's get the fly out. There he is. There you go. There's the release. This guy whacked it, and then he tore off out of there. He looks to be another nice fish. I've got to get him in where I can deal with him. Yeah, he looks to be a super nice fish. I'd like to get a picture of this guy if I can. Yeah, he's a nice fish. I'm actually seeing several more out here. This is a rainbow. Look at him. Wow, this is probably a hen here. So what I'd like to do here is get her in here where I can take a picture. Alright. Okay. There she is. She is again. Okay. One more time, and then I'll let her go. So I got another one, and it's just a few minutes after that other one. I got another one over here. Wow. Wow. Just trying to keep pressure. So it does seem like there are bigger fish over here on this side of the lake. There's some rocks here that I'm on this rocky point here. It's a nice fish. It's nice. This appears to be a kind of a, I don't know if it's a cut or a hybrid, but I don't know what this would be. This, I think it's a hybrid, but that's another glorious fish. Look at that. Again, I'd like to take a picture of him here. There he is. So this would be my 8th one. He's a little guy. appears to be a cut. About 10 inches long. A fat 10 inches. He could go 11, but probably, I don't know. I'm just having a dickens getting the net, getting the fly. There you go, little cut. This is another nice guy. It's about, I don't know, 10 to 3, quarter to 3. This would be, if I get him in, this would be my 9th fish. He's all right. He's another nice fish. He's right here in the shallows too. There's this big shoal over here on this side of the lake. This is a good place to fish, I think. Well, he's a nice fish. Yep. Another nice, wow. Yeah, he don't want to. He's about 14, maybe 15. I don't know. Look at him. All right. There you go. There you go. Okay, so it's 3:15, Saturday, July 3rd, day before the 4th of July, 2021. Taking one last look at the lower Rock Island Lake. It's 3:15. I caught 9, missed several others. Some nice fish in the lake. Looks like this is the better side to fish. So it's an all right lake. Yeah, I'd probably fish it again. It definitely, you really need to have waders with you. There's a fish rising just where I left. This peak right here, this is that's Homer Young's peak, and I don't know where it is. Up there, I guess, is Upper Rock Island, and then somewhere, I don't know where the trail's at, but somewhere there's Little Lake. The trail goes over the top to Little Lake. Little Lake should be right over this big ridge here, which is what I fished in early October of last year before the season ended. Pretty lake, pretty place. Looks like there's a lot of people here, but it looks like everybody cleared out about 2, and I've been alone since. So the 10 to 2 crowd. All right.